All right, seventh graders, here are the results for the Gravity and Light Plant Growth Lab that we did in class. Okay, we had two controls or two variables that we did. This first one was just the one that was left in the light as our control. And then the second one we had as our independent variable, and that's where we had covered our plant with a box with a hole cut in it and put it under a light for several days. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those in comparison. So here is just your light control. They both sat for the same amount of days and were allowed to grow. We can kind of see about how big our plants grew for this one that was directly in the sunlight. Okay, and then here's the outside of the box for the one, again, planted on the exact same day that grew inside of the box with this hole facing away from the light, just like this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this box off. You guys can kind of take a look about at how this looked. Okay, you guys can see we still had two plants grow. Okay, and one obviously grew a lot more than the other. And as you guys saw before I removed the box, it was growing out the hole. It's very interesting to look at the difference in the growth between these two. As you guys can see that they definitely had to grow differently in order to get what they need to keep growing. So you guys can see that the leaves on these ones are really big and full, but the plants didn't grow as long, versus our variable, which was inside the box, grew a really long stem and very little leaves to try to get to the sunlight. Okay, so this one definitely had different growth, so it had to use whatever energy it had in its system to grow towards the light, versus this one was able to use its energy to grow the plant just a little bit more healthy. Okay, so that's the results for day 2.